And then he tried to like choke me a little, like he went like this to like choke, like he just like went like this. And I said, oh, you're trying to choke. Knocked out. So I'm like sprinkling the lights ain't coming on. Lights ain't coming on. Ain't no goddamn lights. It's not dark. Like going to like clock out. She grabbed my hand. She's like, no, you need to wait until.
You don't get these drinks out here. I got money, so they put it in the bag. I'm pulling off all the tags and pulling off in the jag. Fuck being broke, cause broke niggas is mad. Get a job with your broke ass and get it out the hoe's ass. I go fast when I'm riding through the city lights. I'm from the Bay, West Coast with your city like new Nikes, fresh jeans and a snapback.
Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. I'm a vibe, you a vibe, we should vibe, so you should what? You should like, comment, share, and subscribe, but only if you want to, 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 only if you want to. If you're watching, that's really all I appreciate. Everything else is extra, and if you do so, I greatly appreciate it. If you want that extra juicy tea, go ahead and click that link down in my description below to join my membership, period. All right, y'all, let's jump into this story time. So this is gonna be the time where y'all know the rundown with me and my baby daddy L. We really didn't like each other for real when we was together. And you know what was going down between us, Shayla, between us. So let me get started. So y'all, one day I wake up. Everything was cool. A beautiful day. This was at the time where I was working at my old job and I was working my second job at Macy's. This was a Saturday. So I get up early to go to get ready because I was working like an early shift. I think the store opens on Saturdays at what, 10 or 11. So I'm up like not early, but I'm up just like getting up, taking a shower. And after I shower, y'all, I love to like lay down after I get out the shower. Well, I like to sit in front of a fan and then lay down and then get up. So like after the shower, I need 30 minutes before I can function. I don't know what it is, but I cannot just shower and go unless I really have to. Other than that, like I'm gonna shower, dry off in front of a fan, and then lay down, then get up, then get dressed, then go. So that's what I was doing. Me and Elle was like funking at this time, so we wasn't really like on the best of terms. Like we would be in the house, but we wouldn't be talking. This was at the time, like this was like towards the end of me and his relationship. Literally, I think this particular year that this happened, me and him broke up that summer. So this had to happen like right after the holiday season. So I'm gonna say like January, because I was about to get ready to quit that job anyway, probably in the next couple of months, because I had worked the holiday season and I plan to work up until I think my birthday, if not March. So anyways, y'all, I'm getting dressed, I'm heading to work. Me and him not saying nothing to each other. He up, like at this point, y'all, we was like, when we would blow down the house, we would smoke our own tree skis. We would not smoke together. I mean, we would not blow down the house together or nothing. We was like literally blowing down the house separately. We could be in the same room with each other and we would like roll up our own separately and blow down the house. Like we was not like saying nothing to each other. And like if he did sleep in a room, we slept in different blankets and everything. Like we was funking real bad at this specific time. So y'all, I go to work and my work day going cool. It comes to my lunch break. I'm in the lunchroom, y'all, and I remember I was like meal prepping, so I was like cooking like meals ahead of time because I wanted to make sure on those days that I did work after work, because I wasn't getting home till like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Like dinner was already pre-made, so all they had to do was like warm the food up. When I come home, I warm the food up, and then I had like pre-made food so that I had lunch and stuff. So I remember, y'all, this day I had pork chops, rice, corn, and bread, and I think some sweet tea for my lunch. I'm in the break room eating my lunch, and at this particular time, like this is when I was dealing with like that girl that I told y'all would like micromanage me in the men's fragrance or whatever. So yeah, so at this specific time it would just be like me and her. So it was like I would take my lunch first and then she would take her lunch. I wanted to take the later lunch, but she always made me take the later lunch. So I would go on lunch and then she would wait for me to come back to take her lunch. So I'm at lunch, I'm eating my food or whatever, and I'm getting a call from this number. Now the number looked familiar. It's like a 800 number. So it's like a bill collector or a spam or something. Like the number looked familiar. Like I don't answer it or nothing because I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know who it is. look, you gonna die owing somebody. That's what my uncle always told me, and I should not listen to that because that's why I'm paying the government back now, so I don't go to jail, federal jail. Okay, so don't play with the government. Okay, don't play with it. But so yeah, so I'm just like eating my lunch or whatever. I get that phone call. I don't answer it. The number call again, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's not a spam call. Maybe it's serious. Y'all, I answer that damn phone, and it's PG&E. PG&E telling me, oh, we shut your power off. You ain't got no power. Ain't no power in your goddamn house. And I'm like, oh, why? I'm thinking like, oh, maybe like they're doing work in the area, so they shut everybody's power off, or like something happened and like the power off or something. That's what I'm thinking, y'all. That's what I'm thinking. So they're like, yeah, your power is off. So I'm just like, oh, well, how long it's gonna be off? And the girl on the phone was like, well, when you pay your bill. And I'm like, what you mean when I pay my bill? She's like, yeah, when you pay your bill, when you pay your past due balance, at that point, then we can turn your power back on. But until then, you won't have power. So it's not registering to me that this girl is telling me when I get home and I try to flick on a light, nothing's gonna come on. There's no PG&E, there's no light. Now, mind you, Dylan was with my mom for, I thank God too. I had my mom already, because Dylan was already with my mom the night before, because I had worked the night before, and he was just gonna stay with my mom, and then I was gonna pick him up Saturday when I got out of work and bring him home. Now baby daddy L, he's still at the house. I don't know what he doing. I don't know. Now at this was his phone on or off? No, his phone was on, because me and his phone was still like, okay, yeah, phone was on. So I don't know if like he was outside, if he was asleep or what, because I'm just like, if my power off, why haven't L called me to tell me that the power off? You know what I'm saying? At this particular time, I'm taking my lunch. It's like, let's just say I clocked in at 9 or 10. So then that means I would be taking, let's just say 10 a.m. So that means 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It's like 2-ish, because I think I took my lunch was kind of early. It says just like 2-ish, and then maybe even like 1-ish, because I don't think I was going to be at work for hella hours that day. I think I was getting off I was getting off at around 6. So yeah, that would make sense for my lunch to be around 2, 3-ish. So I'm just like, it's just not, I'm just like, well, what do you mean when I pay my past due balance? I'm like, my bill has been paid. I have not been late on my bill. Now, mind you, this is where I messed up. Y'all, I gave L specific bills to pay. Our PG&E bill was never at this time at this apartment more than $200. Okay, on a good, I don't know why my PG&E at this place is so goddamn high every month. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but maybe because the heaters. I don't know, but I was doing the same thing at that place that I'm doing at this place, and my PG&E bill is way higher. I do not know what's going on with that. But anyways, so all L had to do was pay PG&E, Dylan's daycare, and his half of the phone bill. He would pay his half of our cell phone bill, because I'm on a cell phone plan, and well, my cell phone, I have T-Mobile, is under my mama name, which is so funny. And then my mama, she has Metro, and it's under my name. I don't know why, but just bear with me. So I had got L a phone on my mom's plan, and he had to pay his half, but he could pay his half from his phone, and I would pay my half from my phone. Those were the only bills L had to pay. I paid rent, I paid cable, I put food in the house, and gas, and other little things. So, but I paid the majority of the bills. All he had to do, PG&E, Dylan's daycare bill, which Dylan's daycare bill ranged from like $140 to $200 a month, and then his half of the phone bill, which would have been like, let's just say at max $100. So in total a month, all L had to do was pay $500 in bills when I paid everything else. At this specific time, y'all, he was working. He was in and out of jobs, but he was working, so he did have money, y'all. So I'm like, ain't no way the PG&E bill's not paid. Like, I gave L the login to the PG&E bill, and every month I would ask him like, oh, did you pay the PG&E bill? And he would say yeah. So I'm just like, maybe it's a mistake, maybe something's going on. And they're like, ma'am, no, your bill hasn't been paid for the like last 4 to 6 months. You owe like, she said something like almost like $1,000 something on the PG&E, and I'm like, oh, you is lying. I said, no, this must be a mistake. Hold on, let me turn this off. It's probably making heck of noise in the back. Like, you're calling the wrong person. Like, you're not calling Trishayla Scott. She's like, yes, I am. And I'm like, no, you're not. And I know Trishayla Scott is a very rare name, but baby, it must be another Trishayla Scott out there, because you're not. No, I'm like, nah. So I get off the phone with her, because I'm just like, okay, well, let me call you back. I get off the phone with her, y'all. I'm blowing L up, blowing down his line, y'all. It's ringing, not answering. I'm leaving voicemails like, L, you need to call me. Is the power off in the house? Where you at? Why you not answering the phone? He not answering. So I get up on my phone, and I don't know why I wasn't doing this monthly. I don't know why I had so much trust in him, but I just felt like if he didn't have the money for the bills that he was responsible for, he should just told me so that I could have paid them or something. Like, why would you not tell me you wasn't paying our PG&E bill? And we have a child. That is insane, literally insane. But people who is on substances, their brains operate different at this specific time. I didn't know for sure if he was doing stuff, but I had an idea. This was already after the point where L tried to accuse me of doing, this was during all that time. This was at the point where he was trying to accuse me of playing with my nose, because he said he found white stuff on a piece of paper. Insane. And was sniffing my clothes and going through my clothes and looking at stains on my clothes. Yeah, if y'all didn't see that, hear that story time, y'all need to go watch it. Go look in the L playlist, because it's a hot mess. The L playlist is such a hot mess. Like, it's just too much. So yeah, I'm going to looking at the like PG&E, account, and looking at the thing, y'all, he had not been paying the PG&E. He had not been paying the PG&E, and I have like paperless, so I don't get like something in the mail that tell me. Usually they'll call, and they probably been calling me, and I just wasn't noticing the number. I don't know, this particular day, some just told me like, answer the phone, because they called me like back to back. And yeah, so I'm just checking y'all for like the last 4 to 6 months. No payment has been made. And PG&E will keep your PG&E on for so long until you don't pay that bill, and then they will either cut it off, or you need to put that on a payment plan, or try to apply for one of them programs where they'll pay your PG&E or something. But you don't do none of that at a certain point, and a certain amount accumulate. Oh, PG&E will shut it off. It'll shut it down. You will be in darkness, Charlie Murphy. So I go look, y'all, and I'm hot, y'all. I'm so mad because I'm already kind of struggling. I had just got a new car, and I'm paying like all the bills, all our rent, my car note, insurance, taking care of like us on a daily basis, groceries and stuff. So I'm already like low-key struggling, already stressed. That's why I'm working that second job. You know what I mean? So I'm already just like, how am I gonna like pay all that money right now? So I'm calling in, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, what do I need to do to get the PG&E turned back on? And she was like, you have to pay. I don't think she said I had to pay all of it, but I think I had to pay at least $500 or $600 to get it turned back on, and then the rest that she was gonna put on a payment plan. So mind y'all, let's just say I'm really thinking this was around the first of the month, because I feel like I didn't have that much money left. Like, I had just paid like all my major bills, so it was just like all I had left until my next paycheck, which was gonna be that next Friday. I really only had like $700-800 to last. That's like gas and like any other little things that come up and stuff like that. So I'm just like, if I have to give this lady $600, I'm only gonna have like, I think even less than that, y'all. At this time, I was like really struggling. I'm not gonna lie. Shit, I'm still struggling to this day. I'm still struggling. Like, yeah, it's hard living in California. Rent keep going up, and it's just ridiculous to keep up. Like, y'all, it's insane. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, this is gonna be like all my money left, like, until I get paid next Friday. So I'm like bawling, crying, y'all. This was at the time where I did not know how to handle bad things going on in my life. So I'm literally like bawling, crying. I'm just like, okay, well, give me some time. Let me see if I could collect the money up and then I can give you the call. And she was basically saying like, you have to pay that bill. I think she said by like 4 or 5 o'clock, or you won't have power. You won't be able to pay until Monday. You won't have power until Monday. So y'all get off the phone with her. I'm crying. I'm like, oh my God. Calling my mom. I'm like, Mom. I'm like, Mom, Elle wasn't paying the bill. The PG&E in the house is off. I don't know what to do. Like, oh my God. I'm just crying, panicking. And my mom, she's like calming me down. She like praying with me. She's like, Shayla, how much money do you have? Can you put the money down there? I said, yeah, but Mom, I'm not going to have that much money left after. I'm not going to get paid until next Friday. And y'all, I don't ask my mama for money. I never ask my mama for money. And I don't call my mom and cry to her about my problem for her to give me money. And she was like, well, just pay the bill, sweetie, and if you need money, I will help you out, or I'll ask my godparents. My mom got rich white godparents, but you know, we don't want to just be like using them for money. Like, they're really nice people. Like, if we need it or whatever, like really like, we'll ask them, and we'll try to like work for them and do things around. They live in like a big mansion and they got like a farmland or stuff. Like, usually if we want stuff, we'll try to like work for it, you know what I'm saying? But they're really nice people, really nice white people. They're so cool. I love their house. Oh my God. So she's just like, you just need to pay that bill. So I'm like crying. She's like calming me down, y'all. I'm just so frantic. I'm in the break room and like everybody in the break room kind of like looking at me and they're like, what's going on? And I don't want to tell them I'm crying because my damn power off. So I'm just like, you know, just stuff with my family, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh my gosh, girl, you need to go home. Like, you need to go tell your manager, like, you need to go home. Like, I'm in there bawling, crying because I'm just like, oh my God, like, this is insane. Like, all this time, like, Elle has not been paying the goddamn PG&E. Like, why he didn't tell me? Like, I know we funking or whatever, but he hasn't been paying it for months. We hadn't been funking for like months like that where we don't talk or whatever. And then, like I said, I would ask him, like, did you pay the bill? And he'd be like, yeah, I paid it. I should have been asking him for the confirmation, but I wasn't thinking like that. Y'all, and this was at the time where I still was like blowing down the house heavily. I'm not going to say that's what it is, but like, at this specific time, y'all, my mind was just, I was so stressed. Like, I barely could sleep at that time. I was getting chronic migraines every day and night. I was like taking pain medicine all day, every day, because I was just so stressed. I was so stressed at this time. Like, I did not know how to handle bad things. And, you know, I was a mess. This was in my like mid 20s. Yeah, like early mid 20s still. So I had finished my lunch at that point. So I'm just like putting on my Tupperware and like my little lunch bag, and I walk over to my area. I worked in the men's fragrance department, and I'm going up to the girl Gina, and I'm like, girl, I gotta go. Like, I got a family emergency. I need to leave. Y'all, you can literally tell on my face I'm crying, I'm frantic. And she was like, no, because I need to take my lunch. You cannot leave. And I'm like, I need to leave. Like, I need to go home. Like, I'm having a family emergency. Like, I wouldn't just leave if I didn't have a reason to. Y'all, she's like literally arguing me. She's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Can you just wait until I come back from lunch, because I want to take a lunch? And I'm like, no, you can just shut this whole area down until like you come back, or you can call our manager up there, like the big manager of the department, and let her know, and maybe see if somebody else can come. You know, one of the girls in the makeup department can come, like, stay here for your lunch. I think our lunches was only like 30-45 minutes anyway. It's not that long. And I'm just like, I really need to go. Like, I'm just like, I really need to leave. Y'all, I'm arguing with her. Y'all, I'm like going to like clock out. She grabbed my hand. She's like, no, you need to wait until at least I can see if somebody can cover you. So I snatched my hand back, and I'm like, girl, you're doing too much. Like, you need to back up. Do not grab me. I don't know what it was with these people at this Macy's. Want to grab you and stuff at Macy's. Like, don't do too much, girl. Okay, because I'll be coming in there as, you know, I don't know why people think like Shayla is like the nice, sweet me. Do not get the Shayla out of me. That is the one who's gonna be like, no, excuse me. Hold on. I'm a grown woman. We don't do that over here. Watch your goddamn hands. I'm not your child. Okay, Shayla is that fun, bubbly, oh my God, little world, I'm so nice, I'm so sweet. When that Shayla come out, she's not about to play with you. She's not about to play with you. So I'm just really trying to hold that in, because like, girl, who is you grabbing? So now I'm like drying up my tears because she's like pissing me off. Mind you, like I said, my lunch was around like 2 or 3 o'clock. So I really only got like an hour or two to like figure some stuff out and call PG&E. Mind y'all, I'm trying to get to the house, see what the hell is going on with L, because why aren't you answering my phone calls or text messages and our power is off and you ain't been paying the motherfucking bill? What the fuck you been doing with your motherfucking money? And I know you motherfucking working because I be taking you back and forth to work, using up my motherfucking gas. And you're not paying the motherfucking bill, $200 a month, and I know you're working? Stop playing with me. So now she pissing me off. You're pissing me off because keep your goddamn hands off me. So yeah, I snatch my hand back and I go to like clock in and I'm like, don't put your damn hands on me. I said, it's one thing for you not to want me to leave and clock out right now, but you better not put your hands on me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, we need to make sure we can get somebody to cover you before you leave. I said, I don't give a damn. I'm leaving. I have a family emergency and I need to get up out of here. You go figure that out. I don't know what to tell you. I'm clocking out. I clocked the hell out. And at the time I was texting our like manager upstairs. I was just telling her like, I gotta leave. I have a family emergency. Mind y'all, I was like a really good worker at this job. I never would like leave or call out. I would pick up extra hours and be working hard because I was struggling. I needed that money. I needed them hours. Anytime they had open shifts, I'm there because I needed the money really bad. So it's like, you know, I don't just be like leaving. This was, I think, the first time I ever just like left for real. So I'm texting her and she was like, it's okay, go ahead. You know, we'll get somebody to cover Gina so she can go to lunch. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not even telling Gina this is going on because it's just like, girl, who the fuck you think you is? You is not the manager. You is not my boss. You don't have no authority over me. I don't even really have to tell you I'm leaving. I could have just bounced and not said nothing. I'm giving you the common courtesy. So yeah, like I'm gathering my stuff and she's just like, so you're just gonna leave? So you're just gonna leave? And I'm like, yes, boo, I'm about to leave. Damn. So I'm running all up out of there, running to the parking lot because the parking lot was way, because at this particular Macy's, it was 2 sides. I don't think it's 2 sides anymore. I worked in the men's department. The men's department was across the street, and then across the street was the actual parking lot to the Macy's. So boom, I'm walking over there. I'm like running over there because I'm trying to get to my car and ski skirt to the house. It's like only like a 15-minute drive from Walnut Creek to Pittsburgh. So boom, I'm in the car doing a dash. I'm crying, I'm mad, I'm upset. Y'all, I get in the goddamn house, L sleep, knocked out. I'm flickering the lights. Lights ain't coming on. Lights ain't coming on. Ain't no goddamn lights. It's not dark, but you know what I'm saying? Like no lights is coming on or nothing. So I'm shaking and I'm like, wake up, get up. He wake up, he like, man, what the fuck is you doing? Like, why is you pushing me? Why is you waking me up? I said, nigga, the power is off. The PG&E is off. And he like, what are you talking about? The power is off. There is no lights. There is no electricity running and powering in this house. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, PG&E called me and said you ain't been paying the bill. We owe almost like $1,000, $1,200 in the PG&E bill. Where's the money? What have you been doing with the money for the PG&E bill? I know you've been getting paid because I've been taking you back and forth to work. What are you doing with this money? Mind y'all, at this particular time, child support was not taking money out of his check at this point in time. So it's just like, mind you, when child support y'all, they only be taking $50 out of his check. So that's nothing. And he was making a little amount at this time because he was working 2 jobs. Both the jobs was part-time, but he was like making cool money at both of these jobs. Mind you, he had only them little ass bills he had to pay. $500 a month. $500 of bills. That's all he had to worry about. He didn't have to worry about no gas. He didn't nothing else. I was paying everything else. All just the $500. The PG&E, Dylan's daycare bill, and his phone bill. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, come on now. Like you couldn't do that. So he like, I've been paying. I don't know what you're talking about. I said, I checked the account. No payment had been made for like 6 months. What are you talking about? I'm like, what have you been doing with your money? He's like, don't be asking me what I'm doing with my money. It's none of your business. I said, it is my business because you're not paying the bill. We don't have no power. By the time it gets dark, we don't have no power. I ain't been in a situation where I had no power and we had to use candles since I was a little girl. My mama was struggling. We was struggling real bad at some points. You know what I'm saying? My mama had 4 kids and both her baby daddies was on some BS. My brother's dad, I think he faked his death. They said he got blown up at a gas station because something. We really think he just, I don't know. We don't know what really happened. We don't know the real story. I don't know. My daddy in and out of, the jail. I mean, when my daddy wasn't in jail, he would help here and there. Like he would help, but it was just like, it was just like a lot of going on. My mama was doing it all on her own, and she didn't really like asking her godparents for like money all the time because she was trying to like do it on her own. But it was like points in time where we were struggling really bad when I was a kid, and we didn't have no power, and we had to have candles in the house. And I'm like, it's been a long time since I came from that. Like, I'm working all these jobs so that I'm not in a situation like this, and you're living here, and you should want us to have power. Your child stay here, not for me, not for you, for our kid. We have a small kid in here. Are you serious? Y'all, so he's just like, I don't know what you talking about, blah, 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 blah. So I'm all in his face. I'm like, you a lie. What you been doing with the money? What you been doing with the money? Is you on drugs? Is you buying drugs? He's like, no, you the one who on drugs. You the cokehead, you the coke. Y'all, so we arguing, and I'm just like, well, give me some of the money now. They talk about we need to put 600 down. Give me 300. Give me 300. Mind y'all, we both just got paid that Thursday or Friday, because I have been, collecting my little coins to pay the rent. I just paid my half of the bill. So it's just like, you just got paid. I know you got a little, at least 900 or 600 something. I don't know. Give me something. You just got paid the other day. I'm thinking you paid the goddamn bills. You ain't paid the PG&E. So I'm just like, bro, give me something on it. Give me 300. I know you got 300. Like, we just got paid. We just got paid 2 days ago. Like, give me something. We need to put something. I'll put 3. You put 3. So then I still got money for the week. Gas, and just in case anything come up. You know what I mean? Like, give me something. He's like, I ain't giving you shit. I ain't giving you shit. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, are you not giving it to me because you don't have it or because you don't want to? He like, I don't like the way you talking to me. I ain't gotta give you nothing. This your house, remember? This your house, remember? You always putting me out. And I'm like, what does that gotta do right now? This is something that's for our child. I could see if it was like my car note or something, and he was just like, that's your car. But it's just like, even still, like, my car is how we get around. My car is how we get our son to daycare, get him to people to watch him while me and you are working. So if I need you to help me on those things, and you can, why wouldn't you help me? And you living here in my house where I pay the rent. Yes, this is my house, but you're still living here. So what are you talking about? He's like, I ain't gotta give you nothing. I ain't gotta give you nothing. You need to start talking to me correct. Stop cussing at me and da 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 da. And I'm like, nigga, I don't gotta do a thing. You living in my house, and you said you was gonna pay these bills. If you didn't have the money, you should have told me. Y'all, I don't know. Next thing I know, boop, 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 boop. Like, cause it's just like, you're doing a lot of this and not a lot of this. Sprinkling some money in my goddamn hands. Like, what are we talking about? What are we, da 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 da. And L had a thing where, like, when we be arguing, y'all, like, he would get in my face and be like looking down on me and bumping me. Oh, you wanna fight? You wanna fight? Because why is you all in my face like that? Yeah, I shook you up and pushed you, but yeah, I'm talking next to him, but I'm not walking up on him or nothing. He walked up on me, like this on me, bumping me. And don't do that, because you already know I'm gonna get fired up. So boom, I take off. Boop, 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 boop. Like, what is you talking about, y'all? So I'm running through his stuff. I'm going through his wallet, going through his pockets. Ain't no money. So I'm just like, it must be on his card. So he like pushing me like, don't touch my stuff. Don't touch my stuff. I'm like, no, you finna give me the $300. Like, I need $300. Like, boom. So mind y'all, my mama started calling. So I'm like panicking, fighting with him, y'all. And then we have bust the room door. Like no, or was this the closet door? It was either my room door or the closet door. Like, we fight, boom, 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 boom. And like, I don't know, like, I'm whoop, 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 and he like trying to like push me and like bump me out the way or whatever. And then he tried to like choke me a little, like he went like this to like choke, like he just like went like this. And I said, oh, you're trying to choke me. So like, boom, like we going crazy, and I like pushed him hella hard, and then like the door like caved, like it just broke in a little bit. My mama started calling me and stuff. I'm calling my mom. I'm like, Mom, screaming. She like, girl, calm down. I don't know what you saying. Like, what's going on? Like, you got like 30 minutes before the police call. Like, what is going on? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'll just get into it. We fighting because he don't want to give me the $300. My mom was like, girl, if you don't pay that bill, you don't need his money. Pay that bill so my grandson can come home with power. And I'm just like, okay, y'all, I'm just crying and stuff. I'm just like so dramatic. So y'all, I go outside, I go to my car, and I call the PG&E people, and I paid the damn $600. I go back in the house, and I'm talking stuff to I'm like, get your shit and get the fuck. I'm so mad, because it's just like how, like, ew, y'all. Used to piss me off with the stuff he used to do. I'm laughing, y'all, because it's just like, that's all I could do at this point. It already happened. What can I do? That stuff happened a couple, like, how many years now? I don't know, like 7 years ago, like 8 years ago. What was like 2017, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Like, yeah, 7, 8 years ago. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I go in the house, like me and him arguing, and I'm just telling him, like, get your shit and leave. You don't want to pay no bills up in here. Get your stuff and leave. Now, y'all, I'm not even thinking at this particular time to like check to see if he's paying like the daycare and his half of the phone bill, because I just figured like if he wasn't paying his half of the phone bill, my phone would go off. And if he wasn't paying the daycare bill, I see them often, like they usually good about telling me like the bill not paid. So I didn't even think to ask them, was he paying those bills? Because I don't know, y'all. I was just so mad in the moment. Whatever, boom. Finally, RPG&E come back on, and I go to my mama's house. I'm chilling at my mama's house, and I'm just texting him. I'm like, yeah, by the time I get home, you better leave. You better be gone. Blah, 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 blah. He's like, yeah, I'm going to my auntie house. If you, blah, 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 blah. If you just talking smack. So boom, I come home, the power back on, everything all good. Y'all, a couple months later. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, that was the time where me and L got into a rumble because he was not paying the PG&E bill and I had to pay the PG&E bill. I gave him that $600 and I got on the payment plan, and I think I did a program too after that to like they paid the rest off. But I had to get on a payment plan that day, and then I applied for this program where they like pay your PG&E bill. They do it like once a year. They can like do it once a year or something like that. So that's what I did. Yeah. 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 Be careful who you let stay in your home. Be careful, ladies. I feel like once you get past the age 25 and up, if you're dating a man, it's okay for you guys to like sleep at each other's houses or go to each other's house, but do not let him move in. Make sure you give yourself time and space for them to not be at your house or you not be at their house, so you don't feel like you live at his house and he don't feel like you live at his house. I feel like you need to really wait at least a year or two if you do decide to move in with somebody you're dating. And I feel like as a woman, if this is not somebody you feel like is gonna marry you, as a safety net, you should always keep your own place, or at least have money at all times to be able to move in your own place if you move into a guy's place. And I feel like you should never let a man move in with you. I feel like a real man would either let you move in with them, or y'all would be getting a place together in both of y'all names. And I feel like at that point, an engagement needs to be happening. Y'all at least need to be engaged if y'all finna be living in the same house. Like, learn from me. I've tried it plenty of times to let a dude come move in with me, even if they had their own place, and try to like build a home in my home. It does not work out. I promise you. I feel like when you're getting in a serious relationship after the age of 25 and you guys have been talking about marriage, that why wouldn't you guys want to start off fresh in a new home? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my mindset now. To each his own. Do whatever's best for you. I'm not saying it's not okay to like move in with somebody you're in a relationship with, but just be very cautious, because at the end of the day, if you let a man move in with you and he get mad at you, that's not his responsibility to help you pay your bills. And if you're living with a man, he could put you out at any point in time. So ladies, make sure you're always in a situation where if either one of those things happen, a man don't want to pay the half of the bills, or you're living with him and he put you out, that you can financially be able to do it on your own. Please, because learn from me. I was in so many situations with L where it was just like, technically he right. Everything is in my name. He is not obligated to pay not a now thing. Not a now nothing. It's all in my name. Don't do that. Don't do it. 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 I would just advise against it. And that's not to say you don't really care about this person or really love this person, but a man will not allow you to have that much control and power over his life where you're staying with him and he's relying on you to manage the house as far as bills and stuff like that. A real man, no, he's not going for that shit. He's not going for that. I'm sorry. Like, he's not going to be comfortable with that. Even if he fall off and, you know, he picking himself back up, he will never be comfortable with being in a situation where he is not the man of the house and he's not leading you and y'all family. A real man is never going to be comfortable with that at any point. So if you with a guy who feel comfortable with you paying all the bills and him coming to live with you and live off you, hell no. And don't be with a selfish man either, where if you come stay with him, like, I don't know. I just feel like, just make sure, women, you can be able to take care of yourself on your own, period, at all points in time. Because even if you marry and y'all get a home together, that still does not protect you from, like, what if he do some crazy stuff and you want to leave? You don't got no money. Then what? You gotta go stay with family. You gotta go stay. Just make sure you're always in a position to be able to do whatever you need to do for yourself. But all right, y'all, that's it for this story time. I'm a vibe, you a vibe, we should vibe. So you should what? You should like, comment, share, and subscribe. But only if you want to, only if you want to, only if you want to. If you're watching, that's all I, wait, what I be saying at the end, y'all? I be just so, talking so goddamn much. I be forgetting my outro. I love y'all. I've been recording, editing. I need to clean and finish this laundry. So I love y'all. Hope y'all enjoying this week of story times. I will see y'all in my next video. Deuces. Yeah, my little heater on. It's goddamn cold. I don't feel like getting up, turning my big heater on. I miss my old apartment where, like, you can control the thermostat from your house. They need to do that here. Cause period. Cause why I gotta get up to turn on my heater? It's cold. Like, what? Mm-mm. Cause I got a lot of niggas. Cupcake, no feeling. All a nigga need some sexual healing. All I wanna do is, well, hey, hey. Lift it up. You see me? I'm recording this in the beginning, but this going at the end. Just had to have me a little pick me up snack and listen to some real bass shit for real. That cupcake, no feeling. I ain't got time because I got a lot of niggas. Period. I got some bitches too. Clock that too. Let me clean my mouth and then lip gloss. But that's a Bay classic right there. Cupcake, no feeling, y'all. Dylan just had his third damn party, basically. He had a party with his daddy. I took him on a birthday dinner with his friends. They came back and partied in the damn house. And then this past Saturday, he just had another birthday party with one of his girl partners at the bowling alley. Dylan be living his best life. Like, damn. That's how you do it right there. That's how you do it for 13. That's that big 13. Like, Dylan been partying for like a week straight. He did get sick, y'all. Oh my God, I feel so bad. Quick little mini story time. But he had got sick. And I didn't believe him. I just thought he didn't want to go to school after his birthday. And I was like, no, Munchie, get up. Like, you faking. Like, you going to school. You're not going to be missing school. It's about to be winter break. You don't need to miss no school. He was like, Mom, I really don't feel good. And I'm just like, I'm not like listening. I'm not like, but I'm just like, no, much again. Like, no, you just trying to miss school. Because Dylan he been playing a lot. He been trying to really miss school for real. So, yeah, we end up getting up. I take him to school. He there for a couple hours. They call talking about, well, they didn't even call me. They called my mama. Talking about he had 100-degree fever and somebody need to come pick him up. So my brother went to go pick him up. My mama called me. She like, hey, did the school call you? Because my brother going to pick up Dylan. I'm like, oh, it's too early to pick up Dylan. She like, no, they said he got a fever. I'm like, oh, and I felt so bad because I was like, I did not believe him. He did tell me this morning he did not feel good. But, yeah. That's my fault. I was hella apologizing to him when I got home. Because I left work. And I went and got him like medicine and soup and stuff. But yeah, I was like, oh my God, yeah, I'm so sorry. I thought you was faking. And he was like, no, Mom. My body was hot and cold and I had the chills and I was shaking. I was like, oh my God, my munchie. I feel so bad. But yeah, I haven't let dude stay home a lot. Like, he always be like, Mom, I don't feel like going to school today. I don't feel good. Like, I need a self-care day. So this time when he actually really sick for real, I didn't believe him at first. Because he be playing like that a lot. So stay home and don't really be sick. Be on that game. But this time he was not on that game. He was in that bed. He was asleep. My poor baby. Ooh, my lips. Let me hurry up because I gotta get these clothes out the dryer and put my other clothes. And it's dark. I hate to get dark so early. Oh my God. Because it just be really making you just want to go to sleep and don't do nothing. But gotta get stuff done. That's the last video I'm recording today. Then I need to go put them clothes in the dryer. And then I need to clean up because it's messy in here. My lips look juicy. And do. Hair look tea. Period. Alright, y'all. Let's start this video.